It's Sunday, March 17th, 2024. I hope everybody's having a good Sunday. I got a couple really good workouts in this weekend, working on my skills. I hope you are all doing the same. I want to remind everybody, make sure to go over to my Patreon channel. I'll put the link down below. I'm dropping another Patreon video today, so make sure you head over to Patreon, make sure you join. And over there, I can discuss a few things a little bit more openly there than I can here. So make sure you go over there, check out the Patreon channel. It really helps to support the channel and the message. I was updated today with an article that a incident that took place literally probably about 3 miles from making this video right here. An off-duty police officer and his father-in-law who were visiting a grocery store 3 miles from where I'm making this video were assaulted and beaten by a homeless man. Now, obviously, apparently, this off-duty police officer did not believe in carrying. People that I know that are in law enforcement carry every day when they're not on duty, because when you take that job, you are on duty 24 hours a day. So you should be carrying 24 hours a day. So apparently this law enforcement officer did not believe in that. And so he had to be rushed to the hospital. I guess they're going to be okay, but it's another sad reminder of just how bad things are really getting out there. And just 3 miles from my house. There are so many gated communities in this area of Palm Desert where homes are being broken into daily, crimes are taking place daily. There was also an update that more homeless people are being dropped off just miles from my house right here. More homeless people just being dropped off by buses just to flood onto the streets here of our area. And of course, more newcomers are being dropped off also. So where do they go? What do they do? Nobody really knows, but I can tell you this: crime is running rampant out here in the desert now, and anybody in law enforcement that works out here in the Coachella Valley, if they're being honest with you, will tell you that. People that I know who are in law enforcement in this area with the sheriff's department warn me all the time how crime is absolutely out of control, and it's going to get much worse. Question is, are you preparing for it? Is it happening in your area? Comment down below. Have you seen a rise in crime in your area? Has it remained the same? Has it gone down? I think most people are probably seeing the same thing that I'm seeing right here, and crime is rising. You know, I'm just watching more of what's happening to this economy. And, you know, I will tell you this. There's nothing funny about people losing their homes. There's nothing funny about people being foreclosed on. There's nothing funny about people losing their businesses. You know, there's a lot of people out there that think that this is just a big game, that it's funny. And they almost get giddy when they're talking about people losing their homes or their businesses. And ladies and gentlemen, this is one of the saddest times that I've ever seen in my lifetime as far as what people are going through. This is tearing people's families apart. People are getting divorced. People are turning to alcohol and drugs. And it is not good for this country as far as what's happening to the U.S. economy. And, you know, I report the news, and it is not fun. It is not good news. It tears at my heart. It gives me no satisfaction whatsoever, but it is reality. There's nothing funny about it. There's nothing to get giddy about. It is sad, and it is going to tear families apart. People are losing their jobs. They're going to continue to lose their jobs. And all I can say is stay strong, walk close to God, be praying. Whatever you do, do not turn to drugs. Do not turn to alcohol. Do not let this beat you down. You got to stay strong. It is not the end of the world. You got to be resilient, ladies and gentlemen. And this is why I've been saying for years to be preparing for these days, to be prepared to lose a job. And, you know, if you took the last couple years to prepare and you had a cash reserve ready, if you've added to your skill sets, you're not going to go into panic mode if you lose your job tomorrow. You're going to be able to buy some time. You've got other options. You can breathe. It's the people who thought this could never happen, the people who continue to say that this was doom and gloom and negativity, that they'll never lose the job, that the U.S. economy can never go down, we can never go into a depression, we'll never see job losses. If I lose a job, I'll get one tomorrow. These people that believed in this fallacy, these are the people that when they lose their job will go into panic mode because they have no insurance. They have no cash reserve. They didn't add to the skill sets. They have no options. And so as the bills keep coming due, these people will be in very, very big trouble. So keep preparing, ladies and gentlemen, keep preparing. Now, interesting article I was reading today, and it's titled, Is the End of Coachella, is this the end of Coachella? Coachella Fest, the big music event we have out here every year. It's 2 weekends now. And it's huge, brings in hundreds of thousands of people each year. And it's interesting because for the first time in a decade, Coachella sees the slowest sales as tickets for the first weekend are still available. These would always sell out within a couple hours. They're still available. So what does that mean? Well, they're saying maybe it's the type of music, bands, names that they're getting. Maybe it's just not appealing enough. Maybe they need other artists out here. I believe that when the cheapest pass is $499 plus fees, I believe it's the economy. It's not the lineup. It's the economy. When you add in hotel costs, which, you know, a Fleabag motel out here will be $500 a night when Coachella starts. When you add in transportation costs, hotel costs, food, and of course, you know, people like to smoke a lot of weed and the cost of that. So I think it's not because the lineup might not be as strong. I believe it's the economy isn't as strong. And even more than that, the free money is drying up. Not even that we had a strong economy the last couple of years, because we really didn't. What we had was a lot of free money out there. We had the availability of cheap money. And now with credit card interest rates on average 23%, it's a lot more costly to finance a trip to Coachella than it was just a year ago. The stimulus has run out. The free checks have run out. The unemployment benefits have run out. People now are getting tapped out on credit cards. They can't even add anymore because their credit cards no longer have any credit available. They're tapped out. So a lot of people won't be making it out to Coachella Fest this year. And I think that this is a real reflection to what's happening to the economy and the availability to cheap money not being as available as it was a year ago. So welcome to 2024, ladies and gentlemen. And as I speak about 2024, I saw an article titled, Welcome to 2024, the last year of America, ? Is it the last year of America? I sure hope not. I really, really hope this is not the last year of America. But I can tell you this, it is not going back to any normal, that is for sure. It's going to look a lot different as we move further along. Think about what this country might look like a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. What we're seeing right now in the transformation of America and what we're going to continue to see more of, we're going to see more tents. We're going to see more homeless. We're going to see more addicts. We're going to see more people. We're going to see more layoffs. We're going to see more food insecurity. We're going to see more debt slaves. We're going to see more sick. We're going to see more newcomers. And we're going to see more lawlessness right here on the streets of America. The next few months of your life, the next 8 months of your life, the next couple of days of your life, what you should be doing is devoting yourself to buying more insurance, not car insurance, not health insurance, but insurance to protect you from major events that are going to occur in America. And a lot of people say, well, it's going to be a black swan event. I think it's going to be more than one event, and you need to be insuring yourself against these events. In fact, you need to be insuring yourself against multiple events. This is Not time to be sitting here crying, feeling sorry for yourself, being gloomy, being doomy. This is not time for that. It's not even time to finger point. This is the time to prepare, ladies and gentlemen. I make these videos not to tell you how great things are, not to sit here and crack jokes, not to sit here and be giddy and be happy that people are losing their homes in foreclosure or they're losing their jobs. No. And it's nothing to sit here and go, I'm right, you're wrong. I'm sitting here warning all of you, as I have for the last 6-7 years, to prepare and get ready, because from 6 years ago to where we are right now, wow, we've come a long way. We've gone a long way down the toilet bowl, ladies and gentlemen. To compare the debt levels from 6 years ago to today, the homeless levels 6 years ago today, the real unemployment levels and layoffs compared to 6 years ago to today, purchasing power, inflation 6 years ago to today, just the health of this country compared to 6 years ago, which it was in bad shape 6 years ago, compared to today, wow, have we fallen quickly. We are getting really, really close to some major catastrophes, to some major events taking place. And to think that you're not seeing evil at an unprecedented level, unlike you've ever seen before. I mean, it is incredible when you look at the overdoses, fentanyl deaths in America right now, the violent crime that we've never seen in years past, what is taking place right now. Too many people think that this is America of yesterday, that, you know, we're going to have a little recession and I'm going to buy a house on sale and everything's going to be good and that's all I have to worry about. Let me be very, very clear with all of you. This is not the America of yesterday. This is a very, very different America. This is an America that is very, very violent, America that is changing very, very quickly, America that is being run by some very ominous people. And we are heading into a very, very dangerous state. And as I sit here today, as I do daily, reminding all of you to get ready and prepared. You need to know what you're preparing for. Number one, this is spiritual warfare. I've never seen so much evil running loose as I am right now. We are now preparing for things that our great-grandparents might have been, or our grandparents were preparing for during the Great Depression. Now, this is much, much different. You're going to be dealing with a lot of different elements compared to what we saw many, many years ago. The crime, it's international now. The debt load, the deficits, the volatility in these markets, the manipulation of these markets, the manipulation of these politicians, the wars that are going on, the wars that are coming, and quite possibly the war or wars that quite possibly could break out right here. Every day we're being warned by people in the FBI, Christopher Wray now sounding the alarm, red flag, red flag. They're not telling you 1% of what's really happening, but they're giving you a little hint of what's about to happen, that some type of war is going to come to America, and we are completely unprepared for it. The average person still cannot put their phone down for 1 hour. The average person still addicted to sports. The average person completely obligated and dependent on the system. And if the system goes, these people go. They have no way to protect themselves, no way to feed themselves, no way to house themselves. And we are heading into some very, very ominous times, ladies and gentlemen. So as I sit here today, this late afternoon, I hope every one of you continues to stay vigilant, continues to prepare mentally, physically, spiritually, financially. Listen, take care of your bodies. Make sure that you can take care of your security. Things are out of our control at this point, but we can control our own lives, and that's what we must do right now. We cannot control what is coming. We can not control what is taking place right now, but at least we can take some responsibility and some control of our own lives and dictate some of the outcome. We've got to start worrying about ourselves and our own families. Too many people out there, still more worried about what's playing on Netflix and what quarterback is going to go to what football team. This is a time that every one of you better get in this game, because if you don't, your kids are going to pay the price. Your grandkids will pay the price. They will never understand how great this country was. And who do we have to blame for it? It will be us, because it is us who have done absolutely nothing to stop it. We continue to allow the debts and the deficits to rage out of control. Social Security continue to be robbed. Your retirements continue to be robbed. Your purchasing power is being robbed every day by a tax called inflation. And people just go on with it and accept it and hold nobody accountable. And as long as people continue to ignore it and accept it and just believe that's the way it is, then they're going to get what they deserve. And unfortunately, this country is going to get what it deserves. So be careful out there. Prepare the best that you can, because things are going to accelerate very, very soon. God bless.